Yo, what's poppin' on, guys? This is your boy Offline Nuzlocke, and today we are back for episode number 15 of our Pokemon Draylocke Season 2. So if you guys did not check out the last episode, make sure you do so because it was crazy and we had a crazy gym battle. So please make sure you check it out and don't miss out on it because spoilers will be on the screen in 3, 2, 1. So as I was saying, if you guys did not check out the last episode, what are you doing? Also, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because we are doing big things. Leave a comment down below. It really helps the video out. And also, this video is gonna be post-com, yay! Because Offline forgot to check his recording. It happens sometimes. I was messing up with the what is it called, the tracks, and I didn't have any audio. So post-com, baby, let's go. As you guys see on the screen, we have the team recap. I gave Bell light screen and reflect, as you guys saw, and I was saying that he needs to evolve soon because we need that Crobat. And also Darren's doing his own thing. That's the team recap. Now this episode was really good. And I was kind of sad when I lost the commentary because it was kind of hilarious. Not gonna lie. But then I was like, okay, so we have Team Galactic stuff to do. And this reporter was blocking the way. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta battle the airhead, our rival, so-called rival, because he's not much of a challenge when you have light screen reflect. And I'm like, perfect strategy. We're gonna go ahead and use Bronzong in this battle. And that's what we did. But one thing I forgot about was I had Light Clay on Bronzong, and I'm like, okay, let's set up a reflect in front of the Staravia, and it went for a double team. I'm like, okay, hit it. And we missed, obviously, because Bell couldn't hit it the first time, but then he hit it, so I was like, okay. And then we missed again because he was +2 on double team, and then I started spamming Reflect because I thought Reflect would wear off in like 5 turns. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot I had the light clay, and then I set up a reflect again, killed the Staravia, and in came Heracross. I'm like, okay, so perfect counter to Heracross. We have it. It's key. It released, and it had the Koba Berry or something. That didn't do much damage, but I'm like, you know what? He doesn't have anything good, so I'm just gonna release again. And we took out the Heracross. So at this point, Snorlax was coming out, and I was like, it's gonna have Ice Punch 100%. And I really wanted to bait out the Ice Punch, but I wasn't sure like if I should risk it. Because if Snorlax went for a Crunch, Bell is kind of low. It's like around at 60% or so. But we decided to go ahead and bait the Ice Punch with Terra. So I went to Terra, and we're just looking out for Ice Punch at this point. Went back into the Bell because I thought like setting up a light screen and reflect would be nice at this point because Snorlax can't touch Bell. And then I'm like, what's my switching now? I'm like, Wamus, you can just take a hit. Because we have the reflect up, and he did literally nothing with body slam, but he yawned, unfortunately. So I'm like, okay, time to go back into Terra because I knew that Ice Punch wouldn't kill at this point, and we destroy him with Earthquake. Now the reason I was thinking about going XP, but I didn't go XP because he was up with Amnesia, and I also stayed in with Terra in the Prinplup because you know what, Seed Bomb just kills. I kind of outspeed, so I just killed it. I knew it had Ice Beam, but like we had to reflect and our light screen up. I was like not stressing about it, so that was pretty good. Now going forward in the video, we grab some items and then we have like some battles like around here, and the plasma grunts are really underleveled, and I was talking about that in the episode that we like the level curve is kind of like it's kind of insane because like we roll over the team Galactic. My bad, I said plasma once, I realized that. We roll over the team Galactic members, which is like level, like we are right around that, but the members are a little bit under level, which is not a problem. Like by any sort of the imagination, I don't think that's a problem. But there is a stage in this game where you're like kinda over-leveled, kinda under-leveled, and I'm like, I am not sure what to do about that, but we're just gonna keep going with it. I'm not gonna train, and I'm not gonna like do anything crazy right now. We'll just keep on progressing because, today is the mansion arc, and I was like pretty excited about it. And then up next we go to like the mansion front. So yeah, we have the double battle coming up here, and I'm like, okay, I have the perfect core in Bronzong and Terra because Bronzong has levitate, so I can set up screens if I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't really need screens for this, and I just went into Flash Cannon and Seed Bomb and Solar Rock because I knew it had some kind of a fire move. I'm like, don't need that. Also, we got Crunch, which is then upgraded for Bite, not Bide. And then there's double Lunatic, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna attack it. It's not like a big deal, but we are pretty good at this point because, we have our team is pretty leveled up. It's pretty like the team is pretty well balanced in typing as well. So I'm like, this is a great thing. And going into the mansion wouldn't be a problem at this point. And Barry's like, hey, I'm here to help. So I'm like, great. Because he's gonna help us take on some members, I think. And then we go into the mansion, and I'm like, oh no, I saw a Pokeball, let's get it. And we got Safeguard, which is a great pickup because toxic spam is now literally stopped by whatever mod I'm using Safeguard with, so that's pretty good. And then we just take on some more team galactic grunts. So that's what we do like over the time period. Like we just go ahead and destroy them, and here comes the 3 battles, which is like I'm gonna like just if you can win 3 in a row, you're just chilling. And they had like an Inkata, Ninjask, and Ninja, and we destroy them, so that's not a problem. And then we just explore a little bit, go to Barry's side, and he's like, I'm just straight up chilling. So we're like, okay, we're gonna heal up and go to the area where the Team Galactic Grunt is. So we go here, right, in this episode. We go to this Team Galactic Plasma, Team Galactic Grunt, and they use teleport. The babies use teleport on him, and I don't know where he's teleported to, honestly, but that's pretty cool. Like, the babies did the job. I didn't have to fight an extra Team Galactic member, and here comes the Lucky Egg, which is really good. I'm like, I will take it. And then Barry comes out, and we have this admin battle. Now, this admin battle is kind of tricky because it's a double battle. If you guys know me, I hate double battles, and it's Saturn, and he leads off with Wigglytuff and Bronzong. I'm like, Darren could be a great thing to just set up and sweep, but I just remember Wigglytuff is a fairy type in this game. Out goes Darren, he's not gonna stay in. I'm like, there is no way I'm staying in. I'm just going into Terra because he has Crunch if I need it. And that Moonblast did a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm like, ain't not happening in front of me. So we're just gonna attack the Wigglypuff tough. Okay, and Bronzong has Thunderbolt. What? Okay, whatever. It just kills the Staravia, and I'm like, okay, they are not going for me, so I'm not gonna heal yet. And the Bronzong Hypnosis. I'm like, Espeon comes out. Oh no, that's trouble. But I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna take a roll. We're gonna take a chance and Crunch, and it goes for Protect. I'm like, okay, great. I'm not dealing with this. I go for a Crunch again, and it does so much damage. And then they're just going after the poor Snorlax. I'm like, I'm gonna Crunch again. I'm like, oh, I forgot they're gonna Protect again. But it's whatever. And then I took the chance to heal up my sleep because I wasn't taking any chances with sleep and like low health. So I just used a full restore. Out goes Espeon, and there is the Heracross. I'm like, what is stopping me to click Earthquake right here? There is nothing that stops me to click Earthquake. So, well, I'm just gonna Earthquake, and the Bronzong kills the... I think we missed. Yeah, we missed. For some reason, we missed the Earthquake. That's crazy. Okay, I never even saw that in the video. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep attacking. Now, Bear's out of Pokemon, but I'm like, you know what? I'm low, but it's okay. At this point, I think think I use super potion. I'm like, where are my hyper potions game? I think it's in the next game, next town, but I'm not sure. And then I'm like, I gotta use my old Gato now, but it's okay. I don't have any full restores. I'm like, all right, this Bronzong is not gonna be a problem. This is what I do with double battles: just take down one side and just destroy it. I'm like, Octillery, nice, Ice Beam Mon. I know he has like the rainbow color moveset, so I just go into P2 because P2 is our really like the other wall for the team, and I'm like, okay, charge beam boost, that's great, but it does so much damage. I'm like, I'm just gonna recover spam till it's like done with its with its thing, because like if he gets a crit, it's gonna be trouble. I don't really want to use super potion and get crit and killed, so I'm like, recover is better option. So I just take a chance, saw the opening and killed it with charge beam. Here comes toxic rogue. I'm like, go bat. That's great. Um, it does so much damage with sucker punch, but I'm like, you know what? It's not a threat. I'm just gonna heal up and destroy it. And that's pretty much what we did. And that's the battle. And that's what happened this episode, which was like the team has such a good composition. I'm just waiting for that Eviolite for Porygon 2. I was talking about that in the episode as well. Like, once Porygon gets the Eviolite, it's gonna be great. And now it was time for an encounter. And I'm like, give me something really good. I had Hypnosis on, we have Hypnosis on Golbat, so we're gonna use that to catch it. I'm like, give me something really good. And Cleffa pops up. I'm like, wait. It's a fairy type in this game. It's actually not bad, guys. It's really not bad. We can actually make use of it. If we get Clefable, it might be actually really good. And it's a fairy type, so we'll take those fairy types. And then I'm like, what should I name it? And I'm like, we gotta name it something after the moon. And I named it Luna. Rest in peace, Luna. But yeah, we named it after Luna. And I'm like, there's a Pichu in front of me, which, it's not that bad, but like, I mean, I think Clefable is pretty alright. At this point, I'm like, I need to make space for the Manaphy egg. So we go back to the Pokemon Center. Here oh, no, we don't go back to the Pokemon Center. What am I talking about? I just ran over an encounter. That's not what it is. Alright, so, the postcoms are gotta be like not prepared. But yeah, we encounter a Gloom right here down below right here. Get out of the mansion, and I'm like, yeah, let's just get our encounter, which I totally forgot about because it was Gloom, obviously. But yeah, we got our encounter in Gloom, and I'm like, this is not bad. I'm not sure if Blossom is part fairy in this game, but this is okay encounter. Like Wild not that terrible, so we can actually use it if we wanted to, and like it's just usable mons in the PC at this point, which I will definitely take, because we still need Pokemon. Like, I'm just chilling at 11 deaths, which I mentioned. I'm like, I am not doing that well, but it's better than what it's supposed to be. So yeah, I will take that. And Gloom was like giving us trouble because we couldn't hit Hypnosis to save our lives, but it somehow happened, and there is Gloom. So perfect. We'll take those. Named it Turn Up, and then I said turn up in the comments down below. I need you guys to turn up in the comments down below. Commenting rip for the audio, but I think the post com is still okay. But then yeah, we got this elixir, and I go back to fetch to make some space in the PC, hit some annoying trainers, put things in the PC, and here's the egg. Like, we get the egg here, and I know it's a Manaphy egg, so I'm not gonna be like, Manaphy egg, but yeah, we hatched the Manaphy, and I'm like, that's a decent mon to put on the team for later on, but really have the team reserved for now, so that's pretty good. And we have a Manaphy, and I'm like, what should I name it? I really have no clue. And time goes by, offline's thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, let's name it Twinkie. And this is the funniest part of the episode. Let's name it Twinkie, and I think I name it Tweaky. I think I named it Tweaky. I'm like, Twinkie sounds so cool. Let's just name it Twinkie. I just thought of, and I named it Twinkie. So that's the new meme on the channel, Tweaky the Manaphy. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was thinking about Twinkie, and it's Tweaky now, which we will take those. You know, the more memes we have, the better the channel's gonna do, right? But yeah, so we have Tweaky the Manaphy, and then we are gonna go ahead and go back to the Pokemon Center, take a look at its summary, and that's basically gonna be the end of this episode. So this was an eventful episode, but it's good that it's a like a kind of a side quest episode that the audio got lost on. Now definitely will not happen in the future. I'll try to not make it happen in the future, but no promises, because you know there are technical difficulties. But Tweaky has a quiet nature, which is kind of okay, but I was like not too sure about it. But we saw that tail glow, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And that's where the episode ends. So if you guys have enjoyed this post-com, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below something, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Offline Squad.